part of me always does hold my breath a little bit on these days.
River, come back here. Hey.
And cold.
Yeah, it's a hard part. Woo!
We're the Dove Londons. Join us and together we can brave the world. Did you know that, Zaki, we're having an ultrasound today, and so we're not allowed to eat after about 6 o'clock. And so you have to get up and have some breakfast now, okay?
Why?
Hey?
Why?
Why? Good question, Zach. I'm glad you asked. You see, you and your brother have Beckwith-Wiedemann syndrome.
Why?
Why do you have Beckwith-Wiedemann syndrome? Another good question. Let's ask your mother.
Why do you have BWS? Well, when you were born with chromosomes that work differently to other people. And what that means is that you guys have parts of your body that grow really fast. And one of the side effects is sometimes it means you get extra tumours. And so we have to be really careful that some of those tumours haven't turned into cancer. Shall we go wake up River?
Yeah. Before he wakes up by himself.
Yeah.
Look, the sun's not out up there.
The sun's not out. No, it's still really early. Now, River, you understand you're not going to be able to eat again till later today.
You are a million.
Hey, boys, where should we go this morning? To the hospital. What are we going to do there, Zaki?
Sun gets hotter. I saw you in the valley as fog. You look so fluffy and white.
You want some water to drink?
You live in the sky. And
Okay.
I'm talking to you, Mr. Cloud.
I guess, part of me always does hold my breath a little bit on these days because I do realise that, they're still young and they're still in the high risk age for these cancers.
A rainy rainstorm fell out of your bottom and into rivers running rapid in autumn. You come from ocean.
It never ceases to amaze me when Jess and I have what we call an AFAL at a hospital. You think of all the places that would be able to get accessibility right, a hospital would be one of them.
Talking to you,
Why don't you go, Zaki?
Mr. Cloud.
Come, River, this way.
I'm talking to you, Mr. Cloud. I'm talking to you.
River, come back here. Hey.
You look like elephants.
That's it, buddy.
Now you look like a doggy.
Mummies to the rescue, cries Miss Rabbit, sliding down the fire pole.
So one of the biggest lessons we've learned over the past few years is patience. It seems like we've spent a large proportion of our time sitting in waiting rooms. Fortunately for us, the boys have led the way in this, and they're pretty happy whether they're just playing on the floor on their own or they're getting a dose of Peppa Pig from Mum.
Hooray! Cheer all the daddies when the fire is out. Thank you for saving us, says Daddy Pig. No problem, says Miss Rabbit. All problems.
Why are you smiling, River?
I'm doing this.
Ticklish.
How are you going, Zaki? You've been so happy during this ultrasound, haven't you, Joe?
It's cold.
Is it?
I'm
Should feel nice.
How does it feel?
cold
Does it?
Aww. Does it feel squishy?
and cold.
So the boys have been getting ultrasounds since they were born for their Beckwith-Wiedemann syndrome. As they got older though, it became much more challenging. Probably from about 1 to 2.5, there'd be lots of crying and made getting the photos really hard. And we started to use a television screen to distract them or to use lights on the ceiling. And we also tried to give them some yummy treats. So, however, about 6 months ago, it got a lot easier. The boys got a little bit older. A thing that we did that I got an idea from another parent that really helped us is we bought a little doctor's kit with a little stethoscope and injections, and the boys really like playing with it. They like me to be the patient often. You know, when you have two kids that have had a long medical history and lots of hospital stays and lots of traumatic events, yeah, we all need to think creatively about making the experience more positive, and playing has been a really big part of that for us.
We just had an ultrasound, didn't we?
I had an ultrasound.
What was it like?
And what is that?
Well, that's the machine they use. And the lady uses the little machine to take pictures of your insides, hey? Hey? What did you think?
Great.
Great.
He's done, and he didn't think
How
it.
did you go, Zaki?
He wants his cookie.
You get a cookie now.
So proud of you guys.
I get cookies.
So now we just wait for the results.
Yeah, it's a hard part.
What did you think, Zaki?
Good. America.
So the waiting for the results can be really stressful as a parent. Originally, we weren't as stressed. However, we did have an ultrasound come back with an abnormal result once, which resulted in a whole lot of medical intervention and surgery. And so a little part of us always holds that bit of stress, knowing that, you know, oh, this hopefully is not a day that we get bad news. So the results are in, and both the ultrasounds are clear. So we're all good for today.
Let's go.
Let's go.
I heard a funny song coming up through my pillow and filling up my head. It made me shiver. It made me wonder
Is that your marching
who's
music?
making music underneath my bed.
A balloon.
You got a balloon. Who gave you the balloon? What have you got there?
I got a
Funny things, making sweet
A red balloon.
banging and strumming
Cool.
awful claws. The creatures under my bed, they play silly songs that stick in my head. And hey, the creatures under my bed, they sound great.
And so it's worth celebrating. We're cancer free and the next scan's not for 12 weeks.
One plays piano, she's a frog like a monster.
Can you see how wet I am? I hope you're enjoying Netflix.
I'm just so grateful that we've got this far.